Okay, very good morning and good afternoon and good evening to all on frequency. This is ZA6YI. I'm going to bring on the list. I hope the audio is working and you can just see who's on at the moment. Just waiting for it to all work. Unfortunately, I've got shingles, and it's all on my face, so I don't want to scare you guys. So Leon's going to take the net further. Leon, I just want to see, I want to bring up the list. There we go. And I've got Benno there. Let me just see if I can change that. You are net control, Leon, today. And then Benno's there. He came back from holiday. Ed's there, Papa Yankee 2 Radio November. And of course Nick on. Hello Nick, nice to see you. Just want to get that. There we are. So Leon, I'll pass it to you, and there might be more guys coming up. I'll just give you a WhatsApp if I see more chaps coming up. It's rather only a small net today. But anyway, let's hand it back to you, Leon. Let me go back to my microphone. There we go. And let's get this going. ZS1 Mike from ZS6YI.
Okay, thanks Gary. Right. Your audio is fine and the picture is fine, so no problems. I'm not in the center of the picture. I should be more like that, I think. Oh, there's a slight difference between my monitor screen and... No, there it is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody on the net. And yeah, I see Nick added himself to the list as well. I was worried because I saw his picture, but he didn't come on the list, and then in the end he did. Okay, apart from eating marshmallow fish here, I at last finished the transmitters for the test flight development center at next to our work. I must just put the labels on still. The one is a telemetry transmitter in S-band, and the other is a video transmitter in S-band. I have built some of them for them before, but they asked me for another 2, so here they are. Yeah, it takes a lot of time because everything has to be perfect and very rigid, you know, for fitting into an aircraft. These go into a Hawk fighter. So yes, but they have no complaints. They're quite happy with them. The commercial stuff that you can buy is too powerful. It gets very, very hot and it consumes a lot of power. These things, it's a switch mode supply for at 28 volts. It draws maybe 200 milliamps, I think, if that much. So yeah, it's very efficient, and it's got more than enough output for what they want to do. Otherwise, not much going on here. It's a nice day today. It's slight breeze. The sun is in and out at the moment. It's in. It's not here. We've got some clouds passing over, but yeah, very quiet week otherwise. So Benno, I'm gonna give it over to you. PRR3FBX for the group from ZS1 Mike in Worcester, and I still haven't got my package from Buffalo. Not a word from them. Haven't heard a thing from them yet, so I'll see if I can contact them again tomorrow. Take it, Benno, from ZS1 Mike.
Yeah, sorry. I had to do my intro a little bit too longer, but I had I have found that every time I I move from my transmission to Gary's or yours. I have to restart my VLC because I think my audio bitrate is different than yours, meaning it garbles. It is a wrong frequency, a wrong pitch. Yeah, well, anyway, doesn't matter. We're there. Hi guys, everywhere in the world. Back from holidays. Was 3 weeks with my mobile home around. Traveled through Germany, along the river of Mosel, where I took some wine. And after that, I went to Luxembourg. Well, I reported that in the chat when I was in Luxembourg with a nice wine. Unfortunately, the weather was not good enough. And another problem, I had my narrowband stuff working, but my wideband stuff, I had my 1 meter dish also with me, and lots and lots of power. So I wanted to set up the dish, and I found that I forgot all the screws for the 1 meter dish. So I couldn't put it up. I could obviously ask my girlfriend to hold it in the right direction, but I couldn't ask. Well, I should not ask that. Anyway, I'm not sure why I am a little bit dark. It's not dark at all. But I found that my face is a little bit more in the picture when I'm using this camera. Okay, what else is new? Yeah, so many things happened over the last few months or so that I cannot remember everything. One of the latest things which might interest the lot is this part. Actually, I got informed about the existence during my trip in on the narrowband. This is a nice SDR. It looks very similar to a Pluto. The red bars are printed by myself to be able to mount it. It has no holes in it, so it's quite difficult to mount it. But besides that, it has a nice 1 gigabyte LAN and 2 USB serial ports and a SD card. And on the other side, it has 4 plugs, 4 SMA connectors, 2 inputs and 2 outputs. And yeah, it's a SDR transceiver. And if you ask me what's the name of this transceiver, I cannot say that, because it's available on AliExpress on several names, several setups, and yeah, apparently there is 2 different FPGAs, but in the end it works very similar to a Pluto, and our friend Everest created firmware to it, and he called it Fishbowl. So there is Tezuka firmware for it, and Fishbowl, you just slide it onto the SD card, put it into here, and connect it to the network, and you have your SDR transceiver. And being Dutch, I like the price. It's only 100 euros, a little bit more, over 100 euros, but it's reasonable priced, and I have seen no bad results so far. I've used it for with SDR TV, and I've used it with DATV Red, especially on the narrowband, especially on the local terrestrial part, but not on the. So yeah, it's still on the test. Some people ask me, can I do 4 meg? So so 4 meg symbols. I don't know yet, so I will look at it. It's a little bit smaller than, for instance, a Libra. If you compare it to a Libra SDR, it's slightly bigger. And if you compare it to a Pluto, I should be able to do that as well. If you give me a second. So slightly bigger than, smaller than a Pluto. So yeah, I think it's a real bargain at the moment, unless someone tells me what is wrong with it. What I see lately is a lot of stations coming on the air with very bad signals, but apparently they run HackRF, and HackRF it works. With DATV Easy you can run HackRF and you will be on the air with a SDR transceiver of, what is it, 60, 70, 80 euros. But also apparently the quality of the filtering is not very well, and it works only on the DATV Easy. So I don't think that's a good way to go. I see Jaap is also looking on, well, it's also on the chat. Jaap, you told me this one, and it works flawlessly with me. So, yeah, I think it's a good investment for now. Okay, well, that's basically what I wanted to add. Besides lots of other things I did. But I'm not going to tell much about the other projects. I'm still working on the Whisper beacon stuff, and it is well, 15 people in my area have now one of those, and we are struggling with all the small problems everyone has. So that means I have to fix a lot of those problems. Okay, my friend Ed, Papa Yankee 2 Radio November. I turn it over to you, and you can turn it over to Nick. And obviously, Gary, I understand your decision, but we are not models, and I don't mind looking at someone's face, but I hope you win the fight. Hi. Okay, microphone on to Ed. Papa Yankee, do I have a camera? Yeah, even that. And do I have a test card? I should have. From Papa Alpha 3 Fox Bravo X-Ray.
That's a repeated. I passed this. I have a new SDR 1 or 2 weeks ago, but since you mentioned it, Benno, I just put the image again for a new Pluto clone. That's nice. Hello everybody. Hi Leon, Gary again. Hello Benno, nice to see you after some time. And Nick also will come after me. Don't have much to say. Yeah, that's those new Plutos. It's been a concern because those not but those new clones. Sometimes sometimes people comes to me and say, which Pluto should I buy, etc. My standard answer for that would be that the Pluto Plus, that the little black one, Pluto Plus, because I have several original Plutos, revision D, and I bought one of these. I think it was the first clone, the Pluto Plus with the black aluminum case. I bought it like 3 years, 4 years ago, and it works flawlessly. I mean, I have some minor differences between that and the original Pluto, like less power on 2.4, signal not so clean on transmission, but it worked fine. And the big advantages was obviously the Ethernet port and the TCXO 0.5 ppm. So you didn't need to replace the TCXO as the original Pluto always needs. And yeah, that was my standard answer for people that ask me which Pluto they should buy, and I indicated Pluto Plus. What happened is they made a clone of a clone. I mean, Pluto Plus now is cloned as well. And those guys, I know 2 guys that received the new Pluto Plus, the new clone, and that's not good. I mean, it drifts more than wet soap. And bad reception, bad transmission. Anyways, it's been very difficult. So how could you identify if the Pluto Plus is old version, which works relatively good, to the new version with that? I mean, it works. The new version of Pluto Plus works, but not very well. So it's seems. And this new board that you got there, the new board you got there, Benno. Just wondering if the TCXO they put there is a good quality. I mean, at least 0.5. And doesn't cause a lot of drift when on narrowband. For the ATV, it's okay, but problems with the narrowband. Okay, nothing much. I mean, I'm still using. Yeah, I'm not. I'm working a lot with Plutos here because I'm installing Plutos for different bands. I installed one Pluto for 1.2, 23 centimeters, and the other Pluto to 2.3 gigahertz, 13 centimeters, making many tests on terrestrial QSOs. A range about 20 kilometers far from the home here, and that's working fine. I mean, Pluto itself, okay, it's a baseline, but on top of it, obviously you need to put amplifiers to increase the transmission power, and filters. And also filters and pre-LNAs for the reception. So as soon as you get it, it's okay. I mean, it works fine, very fine. I'm very surprised with the quality. But I'm using all original Plutos. I'm not using any clone. But it's been fun working on 1.2 gigahertz, 2.4. The next one is going to be 900 megahertz. We are allowed to operate on the 900 megahertz band here. So that will be the next the next station. I'm gonna get with the Pluto working. So that's it. What else? Oh, I'm trying to work with this new clock. It's still not like a wish. I mean, you know, it's too long. Sunday, September 28th. Also, the date is inverted. But anyways, I'm working on that. Okay, passing back to Nick. Go for India Mike Oscar. Hopefully everything okay there, Nick. So back to you, Nick. This is Papa Yankee 2, Romeo, November.
Yes, okay, Ed, thank you. Just check my audio. Yes, okay. Yeah, turn that down. My camera. There we go. Yes, good afternoon to everybody. It's very short net today. I looked on the list at about 1:45, and there was only 3 people on there, and there was no UK station. So I thought, no, this isn't right. So anyway, I put my name on the list. Yeah, I haven't got much here to talk about really. Oh yeah, first of all, Gary, yes, sorry to hear about the shingles. That can be quite nasty, can't it? I've never had shingles, but I've had chicken pox, so there's a fair chance that I will have shingles at some stage. So something that I'm not looking forward to anyway. But yes, anyway, hope it improves fairly soon. Anyway, I'll just show you this. I don't know whether anybody else on here takes the ATV journal by KH6HTV. I don't know whether anybody else has that, but anyway, there was an interesting article on there which I will just put on here if I can find it. This bit here about aircraft scatter by a couple of Italian stations, IK3HHG and IJ5TEP. They were using 23 centimeters DVBS2, and they were using aircraft scatter off of a well, it says in the text here that off of a 737, but and he managed a video up to 50 seconds, which seems quite remarkable, really. But anyway, I thought I'd just show you that. But as I say, in this article here, it shows or it talks about a 737 aircraft that they were reflecting the signals off. But when you look at the photos, although you can't see it on here, but on that photo on the right there, that little window in the centre there, it definitely says an A320, which is not a 737. And I did a quick search on the internet, and a 737 has a larger surface area than an A320. So I don't know whether it was a 320 or 737, but anyway, but to actually achieve that is quite remarkable. Anyway, that's about it really. I haven't been doing a lot. Let me put my camera back on here really. Yeah, I haven't been doing much at all really. The weather hasn't been particularly nice here. It's only well, we just reached 17 degrees centigrade here. The sun has come out. It's been pretty grey and overcast and raining this morning, so hasn't been particularly nice. So anyway, that's about it. So I haven't been up to much. Anyway, when I last looked on the list, I was last. Let me just have a look here. and I'm still last. So do I pass it to the net controller or do I pass it to Gary? I think I'll put it round to Leon, I think, because he's in charge. Yeah, that's the best bet, I think. So yeah, over to you, Leon. ZS1 Mike G4 IMO.
Okay, thanks Nick, G4IMO, and the group ZS1 Mike returning. Yes, Gary said he'll sit back and watch for a little while. Okay, let's go down the list. Okay, Gary, we know he's there. His audio is fine and his video is fine. His picture is very, very tiny, but he's there. Benno, yeah, you're about 2 stops dark on your picture. You can open about 2 stops on the iris if you have a manual camera. I don't know what you're using there, but what is more concerning is you have hiss on your audio. I wonder what transmission system you are using, because when you stop talking I can hear shh. It's definitely, you've got like an old transistor radio. When they were still germanium, these small pocket germanium transistors, they had a hiss like that on medium wave, unless you lived right next to the station. And yes, very interesting about all the SDR clones and stuff. I only have 2 original genuine Plutos, and of course I still have my Lime Mini, which works very well, which is in my Portsdown. I haven't fired that up for many years, since we got used to Everest things. We're not using that Portsdown anymore, which is a pity, because it's a self-contained complete transmitter. I love the idea, but the quality of that version is totally not comparable to what we have now. Now they have upgraded, and I think they're now at Portsdown 4 or 5 or something. I think mine is Portsdown 2, the one that came out just after the one that they had separate filters and stuff for. But the idea, I love the idea. It's a completely self-contained transmitter with a lot of fancy features and built-in test equipment. The new ones, oh, they're very nice. But I think they are not self-contained anymore, or are they? No, I'm talking under correction. You have to feed it with a transport stream, but I think they can do that with a Raspberry Pi still. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the BATC wiki and stuff for years, because this stuff works. But I'd love to have a self-contained portable transmitter. The amplifiers are nothing. But to get 1 milliwatt out of a little box like that with HDMI input, that's the cherry on top. You don't have to lug around a PC to get decent video on the air. Okay. Ed, Zinc SDR, yes. Yeah, I remember I've seen that one before. And 900 megs, good heavens, that's in the middle of the cell phone band. They would go hopping mad if we tried that here, I'm sure. You'll have to get more info on that, and maybe we can twist the arms of the authorities here. Because 900 megs, it's cheaper to get amplification there. And Nick, yeah, aircraft reflections, we used to use that on 2 meters many years ago, but not at such great distances. That is quite some achievement, 200 and something odd Ks on DATV. That is really super. Yes, of course, and also with the Airbus, a lot of the thing is composite. It's not all metal anymore like the old Boeings. So if you have a real proper, like a 747 or something, that will be really a nice reflector. But the modern planes, there's a lot of composites in that. so they're not as effective as they used to be. Right, that's about it from my side. As I say, I'll buy some new tape for my lettering machine for the transmitters, and that I can do tomorrow morning, and then I can courier them off. So Benno, just tell me what transmitter system you are using. PR3 FBX for the group from ZS1 Mike.
Yeah, I think. Sorry. Let's don't. I need to organize something here. Let's first switch off my reception because it's intermittent and wrong. Yeah. Okay, there I am. Now a little bit face. Yeah, what kind of transmission I'm using? Well, it's not very, but it's just the OBS and the DATV Red, and I think the problem is the microphone. Well, something is going wrong. First of all, I was using another microphone. I was using this one, but it gives you a lot of background noise, and sometimes it gives me a lot of white noise. And it looks like the battery dies on me because it's an electret, and I think some kind of battery is in there. I went to the microphone I have on my head now, so that's what it makes it a little bit less noisy. But I can imagine that's also not very high. It is almost all tape on the top. Everything is broken. It still works, and the only one I have next to the other one. So that's, and on the background, like I said, there is a lot of noise, which you heard on the other one, and I think that's the reason why what you think is on my voice. Yeah. I see Jaap is listening in. He made a note, and yeah, he sent the unit back. Fortunately, this one works still, and I'm under test, and I will do some testing on this 40 megahertz TCXO, which is a D503. But yeah, it says nothing to me. But it also have an external clock in, and I'm not sure if you can switch that one on. So I think for the narrowband, yeah, it will be on the work in progress. But and I will test it also on the narrowband, see if it's pretty stable. But at least I think what I found is that the minute you have a good result with one of those, the prices go through the roof, and it's like the Pluto original. The Pluto was like 100 euros, and you can't buy them below with 250. So it's crazy, and I'm a little bit afraid that it happens also with clones like this one. Mind you, I wouldn't advise a Pluto Plus. I always would advise a Pluto original, because original Pluto, it's what you get it's stable, it's always the same. And I found that there are a bunch of Pluto's boards without any plastic cabinet on AliExpress, and I wonder where they came from. And I wonder if there are dropouts from the factory where well, obviously those boards are somewhere manufactured, and there are dropouts also there, and I wonder if they are sold on the AliExpress. So anyway, at least there is a lot of stuff coming in, and between all the stuff coming in, there's a lot of garbage as well. And yeah, the port zone system is very stable if you got it to work. Because also there are a lot of problems with the port zone, Leon. Nick, nice to do those airplane scattering. I know there are one or two guys here in the Netherlands also using airplanes to do some large distance communications. Yeah, I'm a little bit lazy, and I don't want to wait till an airplane comes by to use it. I'm still yeah, I don't need the distance if it's airplane related. I mean, QO-100 is also flying around somewhere, and it gives me better feedback. Hi. Okay, microphone on to what did I forgot to say? I'm not sure if I now told this, but no, I told the clock in on the other one. Ed, microphone on to you, all the way to Brazil. And yeah, I think dedicated systems for every band is wise. I'm using a Pluto Plus, no less, for the narrow bands and for the wide bands on the terrestrial parts. But I have a multiplier on that to connect it to several stages of amplifiers with the right filtering, so I can switch to 3 bands with a 1 plus, and I'm never transmitting on 3 bands together in the same time. So I normally switch on 70 SAMs or 23 SAMs. Mind you, one of my goals this winter will working on 50 meters and on 10 meters. That's also sorry, on 6 meters, and on 10 meters on 50 megahertz. So that's also one of the goals I have for being able to transmit. And I also have some ideas to do the receiving part at the local repeater, because the local repeater, of course, has a lot of receivers in there, but everything is above 2 meters. So I hope if I install a 6 meters receiver there, I can do some repeatering there. That's also an idea which I am running probably this winter, because 6 meters and 10 meters is still a good option for making lots of distance without any satellite or airplane coming past. Passing it on to you, Ed, from Papa Alpha 3 Fox Bravo X-Ray. Little music. 73s. See you all next week.
Okay, roger that. Papa Alpha 3 FBX, Papa Yankee 2 Radio November. Coming back. Starting with Nick, very interesting the experiment. I used to see those journal I don't remember some from the US ATV journal. That's very interesting, but not. Sometimes I forgot because this is free, no? So they have a web site and you can download that journal. And interesting about the reflection on the airplane. Yeah, it's interesting because I have an airport very close, international airport, and big planes, you know, always coming and going. And since we are doing experiments on the higher frequencies, 1.2 gigs and 2.4, it's amazing how the signal reflects on those airplanes, and you can see, you know, the fluctuation of the signal going up. So it acts like a passive repeater. It's very interesting. For Leon, yes, absolutely. We do have here 900 megahertz. Actually, you can tell you from where to where. On the 900 megahertz, it starts on 902, 900 and 902, and goes all the way to 928. So it's big band. Yeah, interesting. Not all the countries are allowed to speak it here, but yes, we are. And there is all the the band allocation for IME, for DX, and for beacons and everything. And also, I was surprised at the 220 band, and we are also allowed here to use the 220 megahertz. Not 1.3 meters wide, I think. It goes all the way from 220 to 225. Also a big band. All right, and yes, it's long. So that's we have several bands. I mean, it goes all the way up to 248 gigahertz. So it's a lot of space to play. It's a lot of space to play, no doubt about it. And for Beno, oh man, I lost the. I would show the. No, I lost it. The picture of. I do recommend the original clone, original clone, Pluto Plus as the original clone. Let me find again. Where can I find it? Because I had the two photographs to show the difference between the old Pluto Plus to the new Pluto Plus. I think it was from Papa Yankee 5 Echo Whiskey. I think that's the one. Yeah. He got this new board. And yeah, WhatsApp is not collaborating. Yeah, this is the old Pluto Plus. That's the original Pluto Plus, which works very fine. Like I said, has advantages on the original Pluto because it has already the Ethernet port enabled, and also the TCXO is 0.5, so much stable than comparing to the original Pluto. That's the first Pluto Plus, but then they came out with this new version of Pluto Plus. You see the difference in the board. This one is full of components and stuff, but that one is not good. This one doesn't good. Doesn't make any good. But anyways, it's still usable. It's still usable, but not so acceptable like this one, the old one. Yeah, that's what happens. And I think that's it for me as well. Appreciate participating on the net. I wish you guys a great week, and hopefully next week we're gonna be back. So I will send to Nick. Go for India Mike Oscar. Oh, Bert is on the list now. We'll try to TX if this is allowed, of course. Yeah, I think it's allowed, at least with us, Bert. So gonna be nice to see you. Welcome back. Long time don't see Papa Alpha 3 Alpha Oscar Delta. So I pass to you, Nick, and then you just send to Bert Papa Alpha 3 Alpha Oscar Delta. So that's with you, Nick, from Papa Yankee 2 Radio November.
Yeah, okay, Ed, thank you. Let me just check my audios there. Yeah, it's all working. Yeah, okay, that's all very interesting. Very good. Yeah, talking about the shingles, yeah, in the wideband chat there. Yeah, the shingles. Yeah, there is a vaccine available in the UK. I think it's for is it if you're over 60, I think you get a free, or you can have it anyway for free on the NHS. But I did ask the nurse, and she said, oh, because I said, if you have the shingles vaccine, can it make you have shingles? And she said yes. So I thought no. So I didn't have it, but so I don't know whether I should have it or not really. Oh dear. Anyway, so next week the XYL's having a flu jab, and I'm the week after having my flu jab. So I'm not sure if I shall have the shingles vaccine. I don't know. Maybe I will. Who knows? Anyway, I think that's about it for me. I'm going to
Yes. That was a dropout from Nick, I believe. Eh? Is there some audio? I believe there is some soft audio, a little bit louder. Yeah, anyway, everybody, good day, or evening, or morning. Uh, I'm trying to transmit. I got some issues with the audio. I hope this works fine now. Anyway, I can hear myself back, and I see something from my own pretty face. See, yeah, it's been out on the wideband for approximately a year, I think, or so. And the last time I was on was last year, so got some other things to do over here at home. Yeah, no time, and other things was broken over here. But anyway, I'm back now. But yeah, still some issues now with OBS. Anyway, we will solve that the coming weeks. Yeah, about the airplane scatter, we use that always, yeah, for the DATV, for the contest, for the ATV contests, and that's on 70 centimeters, yeah, and higher frequencies, and 23, and so we use that. Yeah, that's on normal base to use airplane scatter, and they have to be on a certain height, natuurlijk. They have to be not on, yeah, 200 meters or so, but yeah, maybe on 8 or 10 kilometers, and then you can calculate the skip from your own place to yeah, to the other station we want to try to contact with. No, not so much to tell. I can maybe show something. I'm busy with it. Yeah, we're talking about the RCDRs. Now, I got this one is now used for the DATV. It's temporary. It's laying on my desk over here. You can see flashing the LEDs. That's the old-fashioned Pluto. That's the A version, or the B version, isn't it? The AB version, I believe you called it. And also, yeah, the Sync SDR with yeah, some small amplifiers in the box. It's all in test mode still, but anyway, it works. And yeah, that's for my new amplifier. But I will show that later on in the coming weeks or so. But anyway, it's still working. I just wanted to say hi, and someone put, of course, behind my question, can I transmit? And I don't know who they did, but anyway, thanks for letting me in. Yeah, the system then back to, let's see, yeah, I think no one was listed. No. Okay, back to you, Leon. Set as one, Mike, for the whole group. This is Papa Alpha, 3 Alpha, Oscar, Delta.
Okay, Bert. Welcome back. Nice seeing you again, man. Gee whiz, yeah, it's been quite a while, eh? But your signal's perfect. Audio's a touch low. You can turn it up a bit, but that's perfectly readable and no background noises or anything. Yeah, that's nice seeing you. Okay, Benno, I can actually hear your side tone in your ears through your microphone, the headset microphone. But yeah, that thing has got hiss on it. That insert on that one. The other microphone is simply too far away from you. If you can get that closer and turn down the gain, I think it'll be better. But anyway, you are Q5, not to worry. I just noticed the hiss there, and I thought, I wonder what's causing that. There's a number of stations with hiss on their signals on the QO-100. But for this net at the moment, you're the only one that I can hear a distinct hiss there. The others are all fine. Okay, that's about it from me. I shall then officially close the net, but obviously you can carry on as long as you like. And Gary, I don't know if you want to come in and say just cheers. But from me, it's cheerio for now, from Worcester, South Africa. And yeah, Benno, if you want to take it, you can take it, or else let's just leave a gap for Gary in case he wants to say cheers. From ZS1 Mike.
Okay, ZS1 Mike, and the group. Okay, ZS6YI. I just moved the picture a bit. I just want to say hi to 43 listeners and 19 concurrent on YouTube, but there's a number there. I'll just read them out quickly. We have Michael Sesnik. He's from Papa Echo 1 Mike Sierra Whiskey. Hello, Michael. Is that how you pronounce it? And then my dear friend Frick Wolf, ZA6 Fox Zulu. He comes on regularly these days. Nice to see you, Frickie. Hope you're well, old friend. Of course, our stalwarts, that's Peter Rudolph. He is DK3 Zulu Fox in Austria. And then Ismail, also always on high from DL2IE. Hello, Ismail. And then who else? By the way, I said, of course, we haven't heard you for such a long time. We thought we have to bring you in. We had no option. And I'm pleased you did. You got an excellent signal. Absolutely no problem there, Bert. Nice, clear color quality. Your audio is a little bit on the low side, but I'm sure you can crank that up a little bit. Anyway, Nick said his computer's crashed. So I don't think he'll come back on. Let me just see if he's going to leave a note. He just said PC crash, 73 to all. So what we'll do, Bert, we'll throw it to you. And cheers to you, Nick, if you're listening. Papa Alpha 3, Alpha Oscar Delta. It's been a long time since I've heard or said that call sign, but not quite a year. I think you've been on this year for sure. From ZA6 Yankee India and all the guys on YouTube.
Okay, thanks Gary. ZA6YI PH3 AOD. I can't remember when it was the last time on. As you said, it was this year. It could be. I can't remember. My memory is a model FIFO, first in, first out, and probably I used up all the memory locations. So yeah, the first input is already gone, and that was probably maybe the start of the year. But anyway, I've certainly not been on for months and months. Yeah, I have to switch. I was planning to put the signal on with my new system. That's Windows 11, but it works fine. Windows 11 with OBS and DATV Easy. I can use a slider bar for adjusting the power. But I switched over to Windows 11 and I discovered a small problem. DATV Easy is working fine. OBS is working fine. Only the slider on DATV Easy is not working. For one of the other reasons. Version 2.17 from DATV Easy, and I could not use the slider. It's always full power. So yeah, it took a while before I discovered that, but that's a problem. So I switched back to Windows 10, and yeah, so I'm now on 10. But maybe someone knows if there is a solution for my small problem. Yeah, about the audio, yeah, I have to find out what the problem really is. Normally I'm using a microphone. This is this one. That works fine, but for one of the other reasons, it's not working anymore. The Windows is recognizing the microphone, but that's all. So I have to find out what it is. Maybe some yeah, settings with OBS. But anyway, I'm now using then this small headphone, and yeah, I can hear and listen then. And speak. Okay, that's all from this side. Nothing more to tell in a moment. I'm happy to be on the air again, and you probably will see me more, if you like it or not. Hi. Yeah, that's all. I don't know who wants the microphone. Yeah, I leave it to someone who wants to talk. So 73 to all. The local time is nearly 5 o'clock over here. We had a beautiful day. It was cold this morning, some a little bit misty fog, but yeah, at the moment we have beautiful weather, and the temperature rised up to around 9, and the sun was shining, so perfect weather, especially for the end of September. Okay, we'll say everybody have a nice day, nice week, and see you next time. I'll leave the frequency for who wants to say something. Bye bye from Papa Alpha 3 Alpha Oscar Delta.
I'd just like to take it quickly, if I may. I just want to the guys on YouTube. If you press the subscribe button on your screen there on YouTube, and just the like button, then next time we come up, I see I'm offline suddenly. Can't understand why. What happens is it automatically, when we come on stream, it will let you know. And then, because I sometimes have to go to many different sites to say that we're on this particular, call it frequency or channel. And if you miss one, then they don't get to see it. But anyway, we are 43 guys on, 18 consistent. Thanks for helping out indeed there, Leon. Appreciate that. We wish everybody a happy week and a little bit more better health than I've had this last week or so. 7-3 to all, and this is ZA6YI. Going to close the net and I'll end with our signature tune, and of course you can see who the who did the artwork, Ed, on the left hand corner. So 732 all ZS6YI.